people? Welcome back to the channel. Yu-Gi-Oh! Works in mysterious ways, and one of those mysterious ways is the ban list. Now, a lot of people were already, assuming it was going to come out around this time, but I did not think it was going to come out literally 15 minutes after my video came out. On Monday, I was actually on Sunday. It was the day I worked on my balance prediction. I had it scheduled to come out Tuesday. 15 minutes after my video drops, bam, the ban list is here. So that video is now completely useless. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's just get into this next video. If you like what we do, please feel free to like, subscribe. If not, it is all cool. We're trying to get a 500 subscribers. If we get there before the end of the year, I will be giving away a box of 25th anniversary collection on top of the natural giveaway I have. So at 500 subscribers, I'll be giving away 2 TCG player gift cards worth $25 each, and I'll be hosting a special tournament at my locals. And I said, if we get to 500 before the end of the year, I will throw in a box of 25th anniversary that someone will win, and I'm gonna open the box in the video, and then I will send you all the cards. So just to make the shipping a little bit easier. So that, like, if I get a 500 before the end of the year, I will give away that box. So with all that the way, let's get into this list. I tried extremely hard not to get spoiled, but a couple things did get spoiled. So this is like a 50-50 live reaction. So we got Agito Legion Sentinel, and a lot of people using this as kind of like the thumbnail. So this was on my list. I'm also gonna try to compare. So I might do another video kind of comparing the things that I got right, things that I got wrong. So we got Agito the Ancient Sentinel, and then Kelbeck the Ancient Vanguard. This was like this was like pretty obvious. Like, if you're gonna get rid of Agito, you gotta get rid of Kelbeck. But there's no point of keeping Kelbeck if there's no Agito. So yeah, let's just do that. Mathmech Circular 1. I was a little surprised, to be honest. Like that tripped me out a little bit. I was kind of like, why? It really isn't doing anything. But I think this is more of a preemptive hit, because I kind of feel like Mathmech is that combo deck when you have either a weak format or an unfigured out format, similar to Phantom Knights, how like that's like a really popular deck people like to choose in the beginning of formats. I do feel that that Mathmech is that type of deck, but it's way stronger. It has a lot more plays, and even though Mathmech Circular was already hit, getting rid of it doesn't make sense. But it's like, okay, fine. If you want to get rid of Mathmech, I'm not personally gonna complain. And here we go. Isolde 2 Tales of the Noble Knight. Oh man, this sucks. I really wanted Isolde to stay around. I wish maybe it was like, even though you only really use one, puts it 1 or something. I liked Isolde because even though, yes, it is very abusable, like, I understand getting monsters from the deck as a Link 2 is very good, but man, this was the reason why certain combo decks were able to kind of exist. This really does hurt for Noble Knight. I was kind of hoping they would hit the Phoenix Blade, or they would hit some of the more some like the Dolphin. But honestly, this right here is just, I guess, the hits that I proposed was to hit the deck, but also give them a chance to still be able to do a little something. This right here kind of really takes out some of the explosiveness. So yes, they are still gonna be able to do their plays. They can still rip a card out your hand. They can still go into Charles, and then maybe have the the Angelica set up. But I think the days of having Phoenix, double Charles, a whole bunch of whole bunch of equipped cards that makes the board unbreakable. I think those days probably going to be slowed down a little bit, make it way harder to do all that stuff. So Soul being lit for being banned, it kind of makes sense. It just makes sense. I understand that. And okay, so that's it for the ban cards. Let's go and get to the limit ones. I want Dragon Rulers. I saw Redox, but I haven't seen Tempest. Tidal. I'm a little scared. Please, I want my boy Tidal release. Let's see what we got here. We got, alright, and Orcus Harp Horde 1. Alright, cool. That's not too crazy. A lot of people were asking for it, and to be honest, I like the idea that more engines are coming back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I really feel like that could really shake up a lot of different formats. Depending on certain metas, or certain tech cards or certain decks, these different engines could really give a whole bunch of different variants. So I do like that. Redox, Dragon Roller, Boulders. I knew Redox was coming back. I saw a lot of that. So this is awesome. Come on, Tidal. Come on, give us Tidal. Let's see. Actually, wait. Let's see. Actually, wait, title is not even here. Like, Rescue Ace Airlifter, nice. Limited to one. This was actually one of my calls. I pretty much assumed that you were gonna have to limit. There was one of 3 cards that you could have potentially limited to one with Rescue Ace. Airlifter, to be honest, it just sucks a little bit because I did want to try the. I forgot which Rescue Ace monster it is, but there is a Rescue Ace monster that allows you to negate your opponent's, like, to not let your opponent can't activate card effects, and I kind of wanted to run that engine, but now that with I think Airlifter was the one that lets you run 3 Airlifter and one the other one to kind of get it out, but now that it's at 1. Yeah, like, I'm probably not gonna try that, but at the same time, this does hurt Rescue Ace because like Rescue Ace Pier was already like like pretty fragile, and then like one of the like I said, one of the main things was being able to like get to like play around the hand traps, and losing the Airlifter really does kind of bring down the ability to play through hand traps, and it also brings out consistency, but it also kind of forces people to play the Snake Eye version if you wanted to play super top tier. But we'll see, maybe there will still be a Pier version. Unchained Soul of Sharvara, this right here. It hurts me a little bit, I'll be honest. I really love Unchained. When Unchained first got announced, I spent like the first month just playing Unchained. People were just like, what the freak is this? And since I already played Unchained for so long, it was pretty easy for me to kind of like jump into it. But Shavara did need to get hit. To be honest, I was really hoping that this was the only. I hope this is the only hit to Unchained, because I do want to play some form of Unchained in the next format. But I only need 1 Shavara for that, so I am glad this happened, because it brings down the power of the Unchained, so that way it's not such a big threat. But at the same time, it also gives me the ability to still do what I want to do. So this list is this is great. Okay, hold up. Sun Avalon Dryas and Sun Avalon Healer. I don't know how I don't know how I really feel about this. To be honest, okay, so I'm happy that Sun Avalon is getting a hit. I am not a fan of Sun Avalon. I remember when I was playing Unchained, like when I was going through the motions, like I actually took like a huge unnecessary loss to this deck. I remember like nothing to the person who was playing the deck. The person who was playing the deck is really cool, is a really cool guy, but honestly, I think I got really salty just playing against the deck, just because like there's just so much, and I ended up just making like a really idiotic misplay and stopping a play that I knew I should have just let go. And just because the deck has so much, I was just so afraid of everything, and I really do hate playing against like the Rika Sun Avalon deck. And to kind of see them hit the Dryas is really cool, but at the same time, I really don't know what that does. So this probably does hinder it a little bit, but I do still expect people to come and run this. So like, I don't know. We're gonna see how this does. Hopefully this will get rid of this deck. I really don't like interacting with this deck. Even the World Challenge Justicar. So we are bringing back Degeneracy. Okay, I really don't have too much to say about this, because to be honest, like I really didn't play with this card. Like I really stayed away from this card when it was being used a lot. So like I don't have any kind of like connection. I don't have an idea of what. So to be honest, I want to see what happens. I do have one in my band collection, so I will be bringing it out. And like I don't know, maybe we'll see. Maybe there's something cool. Maybe I'll try it out. But to be honest, I have no idea what exactly this is going to do, because we got Danglong too, so maybe you could do a crazy wombo combo with that. All right, and Snatch Steal. I was gonna say Slash Draw. Snatch Steal to 1. What the last time they did this, it ruined the format. But I guess because we have so... Oh my god. Goes in match. Rivalry. And there could be only... No! My boys! My boys! Screw you, Snatch Steal. I don't care about that. Not goes in match rivalry, and there could be only one. How am I supposed to freaking runic stun without these cards? No! Oh, my boys! Look at them! Oh, no! Oh, that really, really sucks, man. That really sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I am not happy about Gozen Rivalry, and there could be only one. Wow. Like, I understand a lot of people are probably like, you're praising Konami. You're like, oh, Konami. You're on Konami's D because of this. But, man, this sucks. Because, like yes, I understand it sucks that it was a blowout. But sometimes you just, God, I don't know. Like I said, this is a live reaction, so probably tomorrow I'm gonna be happy that they're at 1, because it does suck to lose to these cards. But at the same time, having them there was really good checks. It isn't like like to me it isn't like shifter to where like it's just the end all be all. It's only the end all be all if you don't build your deck in a way to where you could potentially get around this. It does suck because all three of them work differently, so like it's hard to be prepared for everything. But if you run like if you run some back row removal that's not monster based, or if you run an X deck monster that allows you to kind of get into it and your deck could kind of go through that, then you're able to break it, and you could also add text to help you break it. So I don't know. Tomorrow I might feel completely different. I might feel like happy about this, but as of right now, I am not happy about goes in rivalry, and there could be only one brought to one. Snatch Steal coming to one is a little scary, but to be honest, like going second needed some more stuff, so Snatch Steal being here is not really that big of a deal. Okay, so we got Pankratops to 2. Alright, cool. This is something that I want to happen. Terratop to 2, which is cool. And Purely Sleepy Memory to 2. I really wish that card would have. I really wish it would have been brought to 1. The semi-limit list is being used like a lot. We got 3 cards that are added to it. Pankratops is awesome because I did mention him in my video that I do want them to bring this. If it's a 2, it's cool. But eventually, if you're gonna leave Kashtira, Fenrir at freaking 3, like it looks like you're not bringing it to 1. So if you're gonna leave Kashtira at 3, then bring this to 3 as well. 2 is fine for right now. Speedroid Terratop, I'm hearing that this is because of the Goblin. Like, I did see this one on the list. Like pink, like the pink is cool. Terratop, to be honest, like I was pretty confident they were not going to bring back Zodiac, so I guess as long as they don't bring too much Zoo stuff, Terratop being a 1, it does enable some combos. That'd be pretty cool to run this as a little engine. It's gotten even better, to be honest. Like I guess back in the day used to bring out either Invoker or like the Totem Bird to negate something, but now this right here could be like a starter for a whole combo. So Terratop, I do like the Terratop here. That's kind of like really cool. Purely Sleeping Memory to 2 is good. I would have preferred them to bring it to 1 simply because like it really does suck to draw so many cards, but any kind of hit to like top tier decks just is cool, and it also makes sense because Konami wants to force Konami wants to force us to the next stuff, but they don't want to make it too obvious. It's a little too early to sit there and say we'll kill everything. Like, they're probably gonna kill everything. Probably in the next list we might get a small list. I think I'll make a prediction. We might get a small list in our next list, but then the list we get after that will be huge. That list is just gonna destroy damn near everything. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how this ages as we go through this. And okay, so no longer on the list. We got a lot of stuff right here. So we got Infernity Archfiend. Okay, bam, no longer on the list. Kashtira Unicorn, no longer on the list. So now it was to 2, now it's to 3. Mind Control was at 1, now it's at 3. Mind Control to 3. It looks like going second just got a lot of good stuff. Wow, Mind Control 3. Pot of Desire to 3. Okay, to be honest, that's fine. I'm cool with that. It should have been stayed at 3, to be honest. Like, I don't understand why it's at 2. It's like, to be honest, I might do a video about going over the pot cards and which ones are the better ones, which ones are more closest to Pot of Greed. But to be honest, Pot of Desires is pretty close to Pot of Greed, depending on the deck you're running. And Spellcode Judgment makes sense. It wasn't doing anything, so they're just going to bring it back. Sprite Starter was at 2, now it's at 3. I honestly don't think that's really going to do anything, to be honest, because it's just like an extra Sprite body, and Sprite isn't doing too much. So it isn't like they brought back Ronin Toad or something, which would enable them to like have the Toad and do all this other stuff, or it wasn't like they brought back Gamma to be able to run the Gamma engine again. So I think Sprite Starter is just kind of a way just to be like, here, here's Sprite players, here are budget players, here's some kind of extra stuff for you to get something going. So I kind of, think about it, I like this. Because Sprite is a good intro deck. Like, if you want a good intro level deck to meta, I would say Sprite is a very good way to start because it's very strong combo. It's heavy combo, mid combo, control. You can do a lot of different stuff with it. So Sprite Starter 3 is pretty cool. And Upstart Goblin, I saw this a lot and is now to 3. To be honest, with Drone Lockbird being really good, it's not that big of a deal. But in future formats, pay attention. Pay attention. If Droll falls out of favor, Upstart Goblin at 3, running 40, like, the whole Patrick Hoban, oh, I run 3 of these to make my 40 card deck 37 cards, does have certain merit. Drawing cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very good. Right now, this sucks. But in the future, this could completely change. Alright guys, that's it for the video. That's it for my reaction. I now have to jump out and I gotta do a quick market watch. So, peace out and I'll catch you in the